second place right behind Union, who is still undefeated in the AAC play. They were preseason 4th. They did drop their last game, though, on the road at Milligan on the 22nd, 76-70, and quite an interesting game up there. They're 4-0 here at home, 5-1, as I said, inside the conference, and looking to get back into the wins column. Bulldogs in the first half up at Milligan, they were outscored 40-24, but then outscored Milligan 46-36 in the second half, but just was not enough to overcome that big first half deficit. In that one, they did have 2 players in double figures. That was Elisha Mayberry with 20 points to go along with 9 rebounds. Ty Patterson put up 12 points and grabbed 6 rebounds. Ray Tyler added 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And then you had Cam Montgomery and Kobe Pride with 8 points apiece. Pride also grabbing 7 rebounds. And then a couple other scorers out there for Wesleyan. Peyton West, 5 points. Darius Rozier, 5 points. Zaylen Callahan with 6 points. And Jonathan Webb held to only 2 points with 5 rebounds on the night at Milligan. But if you go back and look at this series as we were winding down this one, Wesleyan 16-5 overall in this matchup against Point University. They have won the last 3 ball games. The largest win streak is 7, but that's been several years ago. You have to go back almost 5, 6, 7 years before that happened. They're 9-2 here at home. And if you look at the game here last year, Wesleyan, they won the first half 38-18, a 20-point lead at the half, but then Point comes back 42-25 to outscore them, made it a close game at the end, 63-60. Players returning for both teams that scored in double figures there. It was Jake Smith with 13 points for the Skyhawks. He led all scores there, but then Wesleyan had Jonathan Webb with 13 points, 4 rebounds, and Ty Patterson 11 points, 4 rebounds to go along with that one. Selman had 8 points. Turner had 7 points for the Skyhawks. And if you look at the game at Point last year, Wesleyan won that one convincingly, 72-59. Ty Patterson had another double-figure night, 11 points again with 2 rebounds. Darius Rozier put up 8 points and 11 rebounds in that one. And on the other side, it was Jack Gray with 11 points, the only double-figure score for Point in that one. So the Bulldogs come in as one of the top teams shooting-wise. They are first in the nation and, of course, the conference in shooting percentage, 49.8 per game. Behind the arc, they're 35.5. That's good for second place in the nation and second in the conference as well. They also rebound the ball very well, second as well, and that one in the nation, and tied for second in the conference, 39 rebounds per game, and they share the ball very well. Both of these teams share the ball very well. 16 assists per game for Wesleyan, 14.8 for Point. That's second and third, respectively, for those two statistics. Point, though, they do hold their opponents to only 64.8 points per game and 37.4 from the field in shooting percentage. So we're going to pause right here for the national anthem. National anthem out of the way. Let's look at the starting lineups real quick. We'll start with Point University first. And Coach Jake Deere, they will start number 1, Jake Smith, a 6'4" senior guard from Lakeland, Florida. Averages 8 points a game, leads the conference in assists per game at 6.8. Number 4, Justice Hayes, 6'3" sophomore wing from Cartersville, Georgia. Number 10, Benjamin Ross, 6'4", graduate wing/forward from Stockbridge, Georgia, averages 13.3 points per game, one of their leading scorers. Number 22, Jack Gray, 6'2", graduate wing from Powder Springs, Georgia, also a double-figure score at 11.4. And 33, TJ Montgomery, also Theron is his name, goes by TJ, 6'7", junior forward from Anniston, Alabama. He has one of the best shooting percentages on the team at 61%. On the other side for the Bulldogs, they will start number 0, Ty Patterson, the 6'4" senior forward from Knoxville, Tennessee. He's not played in all 7 games for the Bulldogs, but in the 4 games he has played, he's averaging 14.5 points per game to lead the team, along with Elisha Mayberry, who we'll get to in just a minute. One of the best shooters on the team from the field and behind the arc as well, 56 and 40% respectively. They will start number 13, Elisha Mayberry, the 6'5" senior guard from Ball Ground, Georgia. Again, averaging 14.6 points per game in the 7 he has played. Number 20, Peyton West, 6-foot sophomore guard from Monterey, Tennessee. Averages just under 3 assists per game, along with 7.6 points. Kobe Pride, number 22, a 6'9" sophomore center from Unionville, Tennessee. Averages just under 10 points per game to go along with 6.3 rebounds per game. And then number 30, Jonathan Webb, the 6'5" senior guard from Alcoa, Tennessee, averages 12 points per game, 52% shooting from the field. Wesleyan with, let's see, 6 guys that shoot at over 50%, Chris, from the field on the season. That's probably why this team is in first place as far as shooting percentage.
Yeah. I did not know. I mean, I look at statistics, and I didn't know about that stat. And that's a pretty good stat to have there.
So Wesleyan loses the tip to Point. Wesleyan in their white uniforms, blue numerals. Point out there in a navy blue uniform, gold numerals with some white trim on the outside. And their first attempt is no good. Mayberry will corral the first rebound for the Bulldogs. As we are underway here, and the Wesleyan men looking to get started early and not have the offensive struggles the women did earlier tonight. Now a feed into Pride from Webb. Little sky hook, and Kobe Pride gets the Bulldogs on the board first in this one with a nice little hook shot and a good feed by Jonathan Webb.
You talk about big man. I'm impressed by him. How he's came in here and he's got a starting spot from the beginning, and he just plays the post so well.
Gives Wesleyan a lot of good height, and his reach is very good. They're going to say it's out of bounds off of Point. That one out of bounds off of Montgomery underneath, so good job defensively there by Kobe Pride inside. Well, Ray Stone and Reggie Jackson, they hit the recruiting trail very hard and picked up a lot of good key pieces, 2 of them being newer here, and Pride and West there in the starting lineup already. Pride gets it on the right elbow, trying to back down Montgomery, kicks it back out to Webb. Webb puts it on the floor to the right, has Pride open, but couldn't see him around the double team. Peyton West trying to get the 3 ball going, doesn't get it. Patterson, big man battling, gets the offensive board. The putback is no good, but he'll get 2 shots coming his way. And that's the thing, Ty Patterson, not, as we mentioned, had only played in 4 games before tonight, but has not missed a beat hardly at all. And the team really played well even with his absence. One of the veteran leaders on this ball club. Does miss the first free throw, though. Just under a minute and a half played so far here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Jared Wright, Chris Berry bringing you the action here from James L. Robb Gymnasium. On the last day of November, as Wesleyan takes the 3-0 lead off of the made free throw there. Smith with the ball out front. Mayberry right there on him. Smith, a spin move in the lane, looking for some help. Tries to go up and under, but Mayberry's defense held that one off for a poor shot. Mayberry with it up the floor, gets it to West. Elisha Mayberry's had an outstanding season thus far. Gets bumped right there, and that was easy to call. Hayes going to pick up the first foul there, second on Point.
You talk about Elijah Mayberry, the season he's had. It's great to see the growth that he's had over the time he's been here. He was a guy that, when he first got here, he redshirted. He didn't play much his first year. Then these past 2 years, he's really been a pivotal part of the team.
Pride gets the inbounds from Webb, kicks it out to the far corner to Patterson. Webb top of the key. Peyton West just got shoved trying to set a screen. Pride going strong inside, too strong off the glass. Ball's tipped around. It's still battled for. Coming away with it is Jake Smith in transition up to Hayes. Hayes leaning layup, no good. Gets his own board, and they'll reset it. Shot clock, I don't know that hit the rim, but nonetheless, they're going to get a foul underneath on Wesleyan on Todd Patterson. That's going to be his first, team first, but
they're lucky Point decided to kind of reset there because they were still a little out of sorts on that possession.
Hayes inbounds it, gets it into Gray, who's like a little floater from the short corner, no good. And West has it now across midcourt. Talking about Elisha Mayberry, he's one of several Bulldogs that I've kind of marked as double-figure scorer, 50% shooter. He's also good behind the arc and at the charity stripe. Just having a good drive there by West. Takes it high off the glass and gives Wesleyan a 5-0 lead. This is something we've seen from the Bulldogs this season at home. They get out to some quick leads to start ball games and kind of push it away. Smith feeds it into Hayes, blocked by Jonathan Webb. It'll be cleaned up there by Pride, and West has it, trying to go all the way inside. Goes up and under. Circus shot is good. Peyton West, what a shot right there. Gets through the defender, and that's going to force a quick timeout by Coach Jake Deere as Wesleyan leads this one 7-0. We'll be right back on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network out of the timeout. We're all setting a screen for Smith. Gets it right back to Smith, and now the feed down low to Turner. He's checked into the ballgame, working hard against Pride, and that's going to be an and one opportunity. Point gets their first bucket. Pride's going to pick up his first, team second. And that's Javier Turner from Omaha, Nebraska, 6'11" junior forward. University of Wyoming transfer. He definitely has that big presence inside. Low dribble on the free throw line. Makes the old-fashioned three-point play. Wesleyan's lead down to 4. West out there. Wesleyan still not subbing, but Point has gotten a couple of new players in. R.J. Selman, number 11, into the ball game. Patterson for 3, off the back iron. Pride skying for it, gets the rebound as he's smacked in the face. Feed to Patterson. Patterson battling inside. A lot of contact. No whistle there as he got drilled by Taylor. Now Webb cuts off the fast break. Smith comes away with it, though. Missed the lay-in. Pride gets the board. Wow, some physical basketball here down the stretch.
I mean, we had physical basketball in that first game, and it's going to continue.
Nice feed from West to Jonathan Webb on the backdoor cut, and that's an easy lay-in. Wesleyan regains the lead at 6, and they want to take a timeout to talk it over. We'll be right back on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here, Bulldog Digital Network, Point with the basketball. Bringing up the floor, Mayberry is guarding Smith. Now it's Turner, hands it off to Selman. Selman, a little step back 3. In and out it goes. Ball is tipped out of bounds there by Gentrell Taylor. Wesleyan's got 3 guys listed as seniors. On the other side for Point, They have at least 6 guys that are either seniors or graduate students. So a lot of veteran leadership really for both teams. Wesleyan, even some juniors in the class that have been around the program for a number of years.
And a lot of these guys have the COVID year because of COVID, so that helps out as well.
Webb with it on the perimeter, gets it over to Pride, now over to Mayberry. Top of the key, it comes back to West. West cuts into Selman, has to circle back around. Shot clock down to 4. They're going to have to take a deep one. West going to pull it up around the screen from Pride, and that one's going to be a shot clock violation on the Bulldogs. So score still just a 6-point game, 9-3, 15:09 to play. Point currently in 7th place in the conference, preseason 8th. Definitely got a lot of athletic-looking ball players, and always a tough team to face off against. Now a mishandle inside by Turner. Webb coming away with a steal. Almost gets tripped up at midcourt. Gets it over to West on the left wing. Takes Selman baseline. Feed over to Pride. Pride, little turning hook shot off the back iron. Looked good the whole way just till it hit the rim. Jake Smith sends it near side to Selman. Gets it right back from him on the give and go. Overplayed by Mayberry, and it's a 4-point game. Selman kind of shadowing Peyton West almost full length of the floor. Mayberry puts it on the floor, now trying to cross back up, gets it to Webb. Webb feeds it inside to Pride. Pride backing down. Turner, the big man, gets it back out to Webb for 3. No good. Big rebound by Smith. Just like the women's game, Chris, this one's getting pretty physical.
Yeah.
Letting them battle on the boards. High post feed, it goes to Taylor. He'll move it around, they get it to Smith. Far side of the floor. Smith looking, lob down into the post. Now they flip the court and a quick touch pass there by Gray, gets it to Smith. Now near corner, it's Taylor. Fall-away jumper no good. The shot clock was winding down. West, though, gets the defensive board. Mayberry open for a 3 and just too strong. Webb got clobbered on the rebound. I mean, he was a foot above everybody else and just got checked down by Taylor. That's going to be his first, team 3rd.
I mean, we've seen it for years, but Webb's got so much athleticism. And I mean, he just showed it there. Unfortunately, he was fouled after it, but I mean, still begins to speak to his athleticism.
Patterson just took an elbow to the face, but battles through it. Ray Tyler is going to have to call a timeout for the Bulldogs as he's into the ball game and trying to key it in. He and Zaylen Callahan checking in for Wesleyan. So we'll take a break here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Be right back. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, Ray Tyler gets this one into Ty Patterson, 20 to shoot. Patterson, a little hook shot in the paint is good. Lead back to 6 for the Bulldogs. Not even halfway point here in the first half. Inside, Taylor has to clear it out, gets it into the corner there to Hayes. 3-pointer off the side of the backboard. The feed up to Mayberry. Mayberry trying to get it to Webb underneath. Now he gets it back in the corner. They're able to stay with it and reset the offense. Baseline feed to Callahan, and it's going to go off his leg. It was a good thought, just pass was kind of low. Zaylen Callahan, a freshman from Powder Springs, Georgia, one of those guys shooting over 50% from the field. 83% from the charity stripe to lead the team.
Jared, I believe you mean it's number 11, Emmanuel. No.
Oh, yeah, sorry, just kidding. Thank you for the correction there. Is now inside Turner's triple team, and wow, they're gonna.
I don't know about that one.
That was a ticky-tack foul as all the Wesleyan guys were kind of straight up with it, and Turner's gonna get another trip to the line, and bigger than that, Patterson picked up his second.
As a coach, you teach them, put your hands straight up and let them go into you, and I mean, that's what they did. And I just don't know how you can call that a foul.
If anything, it was closer to Turner maybe traveling with it, but maybe the ball doesn't lie as they missed that one. Turner out there and definitely got that post-present size. Webb kind of cheating back, but he's guarded there by Hayes, so no quick snowbird pass going to come. Both of them missed, and there's Patterson getting the rebound. Maybe a little justice for the foul call there.
I mean, you never want to put a foul on a player, but maybe that works out in the end, not getting them 2 points.
Patterson in the short corner, near side, puts it on the floor, goes baseline. Reverse layup. Rebound is thrown back to Patterson, and there's Turner with a big block. Just a two-handed volleyball-looking block there. Now Selman kind of dished it outside, gets it back. Ray Tyler's going to kick it. I almost thought Selman double dribbled. Looked like he had picked it up and then put it back down, just a quick handle. Number 4, Cameron Montgomery coming into the ball game from Ottawa, Tennessee. He'll replace Patterson. So Wesleyan with a couple of guards in there. And yes, Chris corrected me, number 11, Emmanuel Nandavi into the ball game. 6'7" sophomore center from Toronto, Canada. He's faced up against Turner right here. Turner trying to back him down. He's staying right there with him. Skip pass out into the near wing to Sam Rees. Now a corner three is up by Taylor, no good. Wesleyan's gonna, catch a break on that one.
Yeah, definitely. That
one was tipped out of bounds by Wesleyan, but they're gonna send it the Bulldogs' way, and they will quickly inbound that. And good thing there's not instant replay, at least for the officials to review.
Yeah. Anything in college basketball rules, it won't be reviewable anyways, but.
True. Cameron Montgomery, top of the key with it. Gets kind of run over there by Gentral Taylor. Ray Tyler with it into the paint. Clock down to 10. Looking for some help, gets it to Webb. Webb with a hand in his face, and that ball just comes off the rim, kind of dead to the left side. Selman with it, picks up his dribble, but he'll get a bailout there. Taylor calling it out from the right wing. Feed down low to Turner. Turner trying to make a move. Wesleyan defended it very well. And Dobby will get the rebound there. Dobby looking very good inside against Turner, who's got several pounds on him. Webb and Ray Tyler just missed communication on that, but sails it out of bounds to the stands. Pride back in. Point will get Jack Gray back into the ball game along with Jack Smith, and Ross back into the ball game. Turner will take a seat, and so Wesleyan maybe a little advantage here. Taylor does have probably the biggest size out there for point, 6'7" senior forward. See if Wesleyan offensively will work it down to Pride next possession. Selman into the lane, kick out, near corner. Three-pointer is off the mark there by Gray. Gets an offensive board as Taylor. And they're going to call a travel on Taylor. No argument from the head coach of Point on that one.
Shoveled his feet there a little bit.
Yep.
As he tried the pump fake.
Let's see. Point is going to play, at least showing man-to-man. Pride calling for it at the high post. Now he goes to the far block. Instead, it's Mayberry on the baseline working against Smith. Fade away. 15-footer is good. Lasha Mayberry. Nice bucket there and good patience to wait on his shot to give Wesleyan their largest lead of the game of 8, 13-5. as we are under the 10-minute mark in the first half. Ross from the elbow clears it outside to Gray. Gray bounce pass ends up into the hands of Selman. That's not where it was intended. And then there's Taylor with the easiest putback we've seen all night. Off the miss by Gray. Montgomery with it out front for the Bulldogs. Near wing to Tyler. They keep working it around the perimeter. Three-pointer by Montgomery is good. And Montgomery knocks down a big one for the Bulldogs. They answer right back. 9-point lead, their largest of the game. A reverse layup by Selman, no good. Mayberry tips the rebound to himself. Now he loses it though. Bounce pass feed to Taylor, and Taylor's layup is good, and the contact foul will be called. Mayberry's going to pick up his first. And so Gentral Taylor will step to the line. One of the double-figure averages on the team, 71% from the line. Montgomery for a point coming back to the scorers table. Taylor missed it, ball's tipped up. Ray Tyler comes away with it. Mayberry left wing gets it to Montgomery. He's got enough room if he wanted it. Instead, lob into Pride. Pride back to the basket. Him and Taylor tying up. Taylor gets the block advantage there. Pride just couldn't get that move quick enough to get around him. Montgomery doesn't get the steal as he goes for it. 8:21 to play. The Bulldogs lead down to 5. Webb with it on the right wing. Trying to get something going inside. High screen from Pride for Taylor. Layup on the left side is good. Ray Tyler having to stretch to make that one, but he does. That's set up by the screen from Kobe Pride. Now in transition, Ross loses the handle, regains it after he kicks it up to himself and missed the layup. Wesleyan gets another stop, back to a 7-point lead still. High screens for Ray Tyler. Trying to work against Ross. Montgomery cut off by Smith. He'll dish it off to Ray Tyler, who takes the three off the back iron, no good. And long rebound will go out of bounds. 2-point. And then Dobby faced the entire time. Talked to Ray Stone before the game. Said he'll join us post game, but said he's already losing his voice, and this one hadn't even started. Webb with it out on the wing. Montgomery gets a screen. Nambi just could not catch up to the pass off the pick and roll. It was a good idea, just not easily converted. .6:42 to play in the first half. Skyhawks can cut it to a one-possession game here. And it's going to be Smith trying to take it in. Webb gets another block to second. Now Montgomery up to Ray Tyler, who traps the ball against the floor, regains it, out to Webb, open for three, drills it. The defense leads to offense for Jonathan Webb off the block. He makes the three. 8-point lead for the Bulldogs. Left wing, Smith with it. Picks up his dribble now. He finds some help in Jack Gray. Gray's fall away leaner is no good. Wesleyan, chance to push it to double figures. Under 6 to play. Ray Tyler taking it to the NAIA logo on the far side. Far corner, Montgomery going for another triple, and he's got it. Cameron Montgomery knocks it down, and Jake Deere wants to talk it over after he's seen his ball club cut it to 5, and the deficit now to 11. We'll take a timeout here with them on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here at the Bulldog Digital Network, Appalachian Athletic Conference basketball here from James L. Robb Gymnasium, Athens, Tennessee. Last home game of the 2022 portion of this season for the Bulldogs. They are in front 24-13. Blocked it inside. Mayberry comes away with it. Bulldogs a chance to extend their largest lead of the game here. Montgomery pulls up just behind the free throw line. Had to adjust the shot a little bit and comes up short. That was close to a double dribble as Ross mishandled it. He's left open for a three on the near side and missed it on the bottom of the backboard. Montgomery with it again. Up to Ray Tyler on the far side. 5 minutes to go, first half. Feed down low to Mayberry, working against Selman. That's going to be an offensive foul. Mayberry's going to pick up his second. Just extended that arm a little too much right there. And Selman knew it was coming after a couple of bumps. Taylor coming back in for the Skyhawks along with number 14, Sam Rees. Montgomery will exit. Smith to run it once again. First in the conference in assists per game at 6.8. He'll hand it off to Selman. Selman works it all the way around the top of the key. Cuts inside, gets cut off by Montgomery. Good defense there by Cameron. Point keeping it on the perimeter. A big three attempt there by Rees is no good. Mayberry pulls it in. Gets it over to Montgomery. 4:22 to play in the first half. Wesleyan sets up the offense. Toby Pride coming back to the scorer's table for him. Now Zaylin Callahan into the ball game, the freshman from Powder Springs, Georgia. And Nambi sets the screen for Ray Tyler. That one's sent out of bounds by Gentral Taylor. Pride back into the ball game. He'll give Mayberry a breather with 2 fouls. Pride with 1 for himself. Wesleyan, they do have 5 team fouls. Turner is coming back into the ball game. He'll replace Taylor. Tyler underneath the kid in. Bounce pass into Pride, gets it right back to Tyler in the near corner. Tyler's three, just short on it, hit the rim, but the buzzer sounds. Cam Montgomery plays free safety and picks off the deep pass. Stops an attempt at a fast break right there. Good read by Cameron Montgomery. Gets it over to Callahan. Callahan to Montgomery. Now deeper into the corner to Pride. Pride all day to shoot it, and it's going to be short. Boxed out there for Smith. That's one of those, he had too much time to think about the shot.
It's not a shot he usually takes either.
No, definitely not. Ray Tyler gets the backside rebound defensively. Nambi sets a good screen at the high post, but they work it back to Callahan. Callahan spin move into the lane, goes up strong, cannot get the roll over the front of the rim. Smith with it on the outlet. Drops it back to Rees. He passes up on the three this time. Far side, Gray with it, working against Montgomery. Good defense once again by Cameron Montgomery. Down the stretch here, under 3 to play. Ray Tyler working against Selman. Takes him off the dribble. Stretches for the lay-in, but it doesn't fall. Selman with the man advantage. Far corner, and they're going to say Gray stepped out of bounds on the far side. That'll stop it and let Peyton West come into the ball game for Ray Tyler. Hayes back in for point along with Taylor. You'll see Smith and Gray take a breather. Cameron Montgomery, battle of the fours right there as Hayes walks him up the floor. Callahan with it now. Over to Montgomery, going for another three. He's got it. Cam Montgomery with his third of the ball game. Knocks that one down with confidence, and Wesleyan's lead to 14. Left side, Taylor. Now back to Hayes on the far side. Hayes through an elbow. Montgomery comes away with the ball off the pick. Callahan layup, no good. No whistle on the contact either. Now Selman pushes off, and that one's finally called there. R.J. Selman's going to pick up his first, team fourth, sorry. Peyton West to walk up the floor. 1:45 to play. Montgomery has hit 3 3-pointers to give himself 9 points to lead all scorers. Far side, Callahan with it. Shot clock now approaches 10. Callahan loses the handle, but Pride ends up with it. Battling against Turner. Sky hook. Doesn't get the bounce. And it's cleared out by the Skyhawks. Inside to Turner. Looking to pass it away from the low post. Now he'll try to go face up against Pride. Wesleyan, good job to cut him off. This one's tipped up, but straight to the hands of Turner. They'll reset, but it's stolen by Callahan. Callahan going up. Layup no good, and Dombey with a rebound. Now Pride with an offensive board. The putback and the foul. That one is going to be on Reeves. So Kobe Pride at the line, a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. 72.7% shooter on the season. Theo Williams into the game, number 2 for point, another one of those seniors. He's from Tampa, Florida. Pride missed it. Rebound comes down to Selman. 55 seconds to play in the first half. They get it over to Williams. He'll drop it back to Selman. Hayes comes off an off-ball screen, but they quickly move it into the corner. It's deflected by Pride. 38.1. 10 seconds on the shot clock showing. Wesleyan in front by 16. They've led this one from the jump. Started out on a 7-0 run in this ball game. Bounce pass into Taylor. Goes up strong, missed the layup. Rebound by Pride is thrown over to Montgomery, and Wesleyan, they will have to take another shot. There's enough time differential.
But you have enough time differential where you can essentially kind of take the last shot.
Yes. Montgomery, though, is going to try for his 4th three, and that one might have just been forced a little bit too much. He was deep off a ball screen. You could see Coach Ray Stone out of the corner of my eye trying to lean that one in. So Point now with it. We'll try to take the last shot of the half. Well, Selman's going to push it quickly. 6 seconds to play. Selman into the lane. Floater from the left side is good. Wesleyan's not going to be able to get the shot off to end the half. But nonetheless, they use a pretty good first half to take a 14-point lead into the locker room, 29-15. But of course, as we highlighted, that doesn't mean anything in the matchup the last couple of times these two teams have played, as a first half lead didn't really hold up too long. And so Wesleyan will need another strong half, especially defensively, coming up in the second. So we'll take a break here on the Bulldog Digital Network and then bring you some first half stats before we start the second half here. Again, Wesleyan up 29-15. We'll be right back on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network as we approach the start of the second half. Run down some individual scoring for you real quick. Cam Montgomery leading all scores and leading the Bulldogs with 9 points. 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 behind the arc to go along with 1 rebound. 5 points by Jonathan Webb, 2 of 4 shooting, go along with 2 rebounds. He's hit 1 from behind the arc. Peyton West with 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. 4 points by Kobe Pride, 5 rebounds as well. 3 points for Todd Patterson to go along with 4 rebounds. 2 points and 4 boards for Ray Tyler along with 2 assists. 2 points, 6 rebounds for Elisha Mayberry, and 3 rebounds for Manuel Ndombi as we get set for this one. Leading the Skyhawks, it's Smith and Taylor with 4 points apiece. 3 points by Turner, 2 points by Ross, and 2 points by Selman. Our halftime score is 29-15. Bulldogs in front by 14. Low scoring first half. Again, Point does a great job of defending their opponents, only holding them to 64.8. Wesleyan averaging 81.3, so well under their average. They're on pace for that. Webb, West, Pride. Pride gets the feed from West, and they get the points first of the second half.
I feel like that was kind of similar to the way we started the first half.
Yep. But then quickly, Point answers back with a 3. And so just as soon as you look down, they cut it down by 3. Mayberry on the left wing, Patterson, Webb out there as well. Selman, Smith, Hayes, Taylor, and Gray out there for the Skyhawks. That's going to be on Justice Hayes, his second, team first of the half. Some team numbers for you real quick. Wesleyan in the first half, 36%, Point 25%. Behind the arc, Bulldogs 28%. Point was 14. West knocks down a long 2. Actually, Point was 0% in the first half. They just knocked down their first one a moment ago. 15-point lead for the Bulldogs. Foul on the drive there by Smith. Wesleyan won the turnover battle 5-7. They're going to call that one on Peyton West, his first, team first. So it'll send Smith to the line. Wesleyan out-rebounding them 27-20 currently, as Smith misses the front end of this one.
I know that's a stat that Coach Stone is happy about. He's always talking about how you need to out-rebound your opponent.
Wesleyan 5 assists on 14 made shots thus far, as Smith does make the second free throw. Point has assisted 2 times on 8 made shots. Triple high screen from all the big men for Wesleyan. Pride gets it in the baseline. Kick back out to West. Hayes right on him, gets a screen from Pride. Goes baseline, tiptoes it. Looking for help outside, gets it to Patterson. Patterson pull up the free throw line. It was blocked, and they're going to blow this one.
I think they're going to call the shot clock violation.
Yeah. Although it almost looked like Patterson's grazed the front of the rim. Taylor was slow to get up.
I kind of think a Point player hit it as well.
And so they're going to clean up the floor where Taylor was laying down. One of the cheerleaders stepping in to do that job. Gets a round of applause from the student section and her teammates. Selman to key it in, 33-19. By Gray, comes off into the hands of Webb. Webb trying to push the pace, bounce pass up to Mayberry. Mayberry loses the handle, gets it out to West though. 2 minutes played here in the second half thus far. Left wing, Patterson with it. Gets it to Mayberry on a shovel pass. Mayberry leaves it on the baseline for Pride. Pride goes up strong, and he'll draw the contact. That's going to be Taylor's second foul. And the team's second of the half, and so Kobe Pride stepping to the line. Second trip there today. makes this one. 1 for 2 today from the line. And misses the second one. Smith working against Mayberry, goes inside, gets tied up, but able to get it out to Selman. Three-pointer in and out. Webb gets his second defensive board on the left side. Mayberry driving in and just picked the pocket was Hayes. That was a walk. They don't get the shuffle there by Gray. Took about 5 steps before he put the ball on the ground. It's a 13-point lead, though, for the Bulldogs, 21-34. Patterson out front, and Pride gets it. They move it over to West. Quick feed into Patterson, who has it above his head and gets tied up. And this one's going to be on Gray, his first. Team third. Maybe a little makeup call there.
A little bit.
Although he did have Ty Patterson tied up pretty good. That's tough to do against Ty. Ty's getting double teamed and held inside. Reverse layup is good, though, by Ty Patterson. 2 men hanging off of him, and he still makes it. Good feed by Webb on the inbounds. Selman in the lane. No shot. Long lob up is tipped up by Smith. Trying to save it. He does. Gets it to Selman. So the Bulldogs turn it over. And then there's Point turning it over. So neither team really looking to score right there.
A little bit sloppy there. A little bit sloppy.
So it'll be Wesleyan's ball in their own front court. And that will put the shot clock at 20 to start it.
Sometimes you can say you do too much.
Yes.
As a player, and I think in that instance, that might have been a little too much.
The lob for Wesleyan was just too short, and Point trying to save it and run it down didn't work out. Webb now has it out front. Patterson gets a screen from Pride. That's going to allow him to take the three. Missed it. Mayberry battled Gray, but Gray comes out victorious on the rebound. Now he's got it back. 15-foot floater, no good. Gets his own board. Patterson blocks him on the way up. And now Smith loses it out of bounds. Some Wesleyan students over there fired up about that one. West brings it near side. Flips it over to Patterson to the right. Mayberry on the far side. Wesleyan being very patient offensively. Patterson on the pick and roll, and it's good. Nice awareness and great feed there. 17-point lead, the largest of the ball game. Smith with it out front for Point. Gets it to Taylor. Now Hayes with it still outside. Cutting in is Rees. They throw it up, no good. Rees getting it on board. Now he missed it. Ball's tipped around. Ends up with it as Hayes. Hayes working on the baseline. They've got a fresh shot clock, but it's already down to 14. Webb applying pressure out front. Mayberry right there on Smith. Almost looking for the backcourt. Smith in the lane. Defended well by Mayberry and forces a big air ball, and Wesleyan comes out again. Patterson goes into the low paint. Fall away is good. Ty Patterson feeling it right here, and Jake Deere wants a timeout to talk this one over as Bulldogs take a 19-point lead. We'll be right back on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here, Bulldog Digital Network. Jared Wright, Chris Berry bringing you the action. Wesleyan up 40-21 in this one here early in the second half. Our next broadcast from James L. Robb will be the women on the 7th against Bernal. Far side of the floor, Kenton still into the ball game for the Skyhawks, along with 21, Alvaro Mendez. Now falling away with it. That was Point getting a couple of reserves in. This ball just falling away. Taylor misses the lay-in. Patterson gets the rebound, flips it out to Ray Tyler, and Patterson ran over Mendez.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't call for a foul there.
Yeah. Pride up and under. Doesn't get the lay-in or the jumper there. Theo Williams clears out the rebound. Now Mendez in transition gets the bucket and the foul. That's going to be the second on Pride. Maybe Coach Deere had seen enough from most of his starters or just giving them a nice rest. Pride will exit with 2 fouls and Domby back in.
I mean, it's kind of like the women's game. You got to find that spark lineup to get them going.
Mendez, maybe a little spark there as he cuts it back to a 16-point game. West with Mendez right there on him. He's switched off for 3. Peyton West drills it as he had Williams closing out on him. Back to a 19-point game. A drive, missed the layup on the right side by Steele. Peyton West pushing the pace, goes all the way, missed it. Rebounds tipped over into the hands of Williams, and then Williams is not going to be able to chase down the pass from Gentral Taylor. Cameron Montgomery coming back into the game. He'll replace Peyton West. Ray Tyler out there, Ty Patterson, Jonathan Webb, Emmanuel Ndombi. 13:05 to play in this one. Wesleyan in front by 19. Looking to push that over 20 on this trip. Webb calling out the signals. Patterson gets the handoff. Patterson goes into the lane but blocked. That's not something that usually happens from Ty Patterson there.
No, not usually.
But he's back defensively already. Wesleyan showing man-to-man, it looks like. Skip pass over to Reese on the near side. Taylor working against Patterson. Little crossover and back into a 3, no good. And that was going to be a foul on Williams. So he just ran over the back of Emmanuel there. Patterson looking to the bench for a sub. Mayberry's going to come get him. Patterson has earned that breather quite a bit.
Yeah.
He's been battling hard there in the second half. He's just a fun guy to watch play. From Knoxville, played at Knox West. Their football team's headed to the state championship this coming Friday. Tyler with it, gets it off to Montgomery. Montgomery comes all the way around and finds Webb in the near corner. Now a feed inside is taken away by Williams. Now Ndombi takes it right back away from Williams. Good hands defensively there. Mayberry pulls up the 3. Doesn't get the shot to fall, and under 12 we go. 43-24. Montgomery right there with Mendez, and that's going to be a tie-up. It will stay with the Skyhawks. It's going to be another timeout by Coach Deere. We'll take it with him here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Wesleyan leads at 43-24. We're back in 60 seconds. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network out of the timeout. It'll be point basketball, and the horn sounded inadvertently. It'll be still with it out front. They move it around the perimeter, over there with it is Mendez. Gets a screen from Williams, but he goes the opposite side. Blocked by Ndambi inside. They stay with it, though. Still out there. It's going to be 3 on the shot clock. Coach Stone giving the scorers table a little grief on resetting that shot clock a little too early. Hey, that's the toughest gig, and James L. Robb right there is running the shot clock. I do not want that job.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to do that.
Glad I'm up here talking. Rees catches it off the inbounds, and wow, they hit a big 3 at the buzzer, and Coach Stone points at the scorers table. That was on them. 16-point lead, though, still for the Bulldogs. 16-point. Webb with it out on the right wing. Big screen by Ndambi. Out to Ray Tyler. He's open for 3. Answers it right back. Nice feed by Jonathan Webb. He had already called it. The Bulldogs back in front by 19. Third time they've gotten to that mark. Williams takes a 3 over Jonathan Webb's hands. Big rebound by Montgomery, and Mendez is going to get called for the foul there. Trying to hold the arm of Cameron Montgomery. That's a first on Mendez, team 5th. Wesleyan, this team plays so well together, and you've got guys that have been here for a while. You've got some new guys that have come in, and just the chemistry. It's fun to watch these guys play basketball together for sure.
I mean, we talked about at the beginning the number of people coming back.
Cam Montgomery, everybody was distracted, and he had the easiest lay-in we've seen all night. Literally nobody saw him except for everyone in the stands.
Talk about a defensive breakdown.
That was a collapse nonetheless. And so, Chris, we'll stay here through the timeout you were talking about.
Just, we said in the beginning, I mean, we have, 3 guys that are listed as seniors that have been here for at least 3 to 4 years. Kobe Pride and Peyton West, they both have integrated very well. Cameron Montgomery, even though he wasn't on the team last season, he was on the team 2 seasons before. So it's just, and then Ray Tyler here last year as a freshman, and then has just grown into a sophomore season. So, I mean, these guys just mesh and get along well, and it's just fun. Like you said, it's fun to watch them play.
Well, they make it entertaining for sure. Out of the timeout, I don't know, you've got the count over there. How many timeouts does Point have?
I have them as none left.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. There can't be too many left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 timeouts I've had them called, so that would be it. It'll be their ball. Mendez with it. Gets a screen from Williams. Montgomery hit hard on that one. Blocked by Ndambi. And they're going to say that's a block, or a foul, sorry. Ndambi, I thought that was a good block right there.
I guess they say he got him with the body. That's the only thing I can think of.
That one.
I thought it was a good block too.
3 fouls on Wesleyan as a team. Mendez at the line. He's 100% and stays there on the season. Ty Patterson coming back in for Emmanuel. Wesleyan had pushed it to a 21-point lead. And now it's at 20. Make that 19. We're still not even halfway. 22 seconds away from the halfway point of the second. Left side, Patterson. Top of the key, over to Webb it goes. Back up top to Montgomery. Montgomery just behind the free throw line. He's got a nice looking shot there.
So I'm guessing
they're going to call a foul.
An off the ball foul, which will give T-Dub the ball back.
Gentral Taylor. Yeah.
I guess the technical term is a loose ball foul.
Yeah, so Wesleyan has the ball now. Coach Deere upset with that one. Gets it into Montgomery. Back to Ray Tyler in the far corner, guarded by Selman. And he steps out of bounds. Coach Deere was yelling at the wrong official the whole time. Now they kind of switch places so he can explain the call. And so nonetheless, it's points ball. And Montgomery hits the deck hard off a hard screen. Selman, 15-footer, no good. Montgomery is hurt. Williams gets the rebound, goes up to Taylor, and this one's missed. And they're going to be Cam Montgomery nowhere near the foul. Near the play, gets called for the foul. Must have slapped him on the hip on the way by or something.
I guess.
Fourth foul on Wesleyan.
I mean, he went up there and challenged him, but
Patterson was the man closest to really getting any contact on it. Either way, Taylor missed the lay-in, but he's at the line and makes the first one. Back to a 20-point game. Do you think we're going to have it a technical foul on point for calling a timeout? We're going to have a Chris Webber, Michigan down the stretch. That's what I'm waiting on. 9:47, 19-point game. You always worry about that when you burn through timeouts that quick. Still a lot of game left. Montgomery looks to be fine now. Needs help, though. Gets Ray Tyler the ball. Tyler working against Mendez. Mendez, he's been in here late in the second here and playing hard. That's going to be a foul on him, his second. Credit to Mendez from Orlando, Florida. Transfer from Knox College. He's played in 7 of their 9 ball games, but he's been intense since he stepped on the floor. Ray Tyler at the line, misses the front end of the 1-and-1, 64% shooter on the season.
You talk about sliding your feet, that's the definition.
Yep. Now a high bank layup there by Selman. A 17-point lead for the Bulldogs. 9 minutes to play. Mayberry out front, gets it to Montgomery. Montgomery, Patterson telling him to move it further around. Shot clock down to 10. Montgomery trying to take Mendez. Gets to the right block. And a missed shot there. Mendez has it now, and Ray Tyler about picks his pocket. Instead, Montgomery's going to pick up his second. And team fifth, and Peyton West will check out. Ray Tyler will exit. .8:42 to play. Wesleyan in front by 17. Looking to get back into the win column. Looking to make it 4 in a row against Point.
If Point scores on this possession, I would venture to say you might see a timeout by Coach Stone.
I would agree with that assessment as well. Rees with it out front. Now gets a high screen from Williams. Now Selman pushes off of West and gets the fadeaway jumper. Coach Stone's going to make him play through it.
Which, in that instance, that was just a good shot. Defense wasn't bad. It was just a good shot. So I can understand not taking the timeout there.
6 straight points for Point University after Wesleyan had taken their largest lead of the game at 50-29. Patterson up and under, double clutch on the layup. Looking like a point guard right there. 17 points. Stops the run of the Skyhawks. Out front with it is Taylor. Now back to Rees. Rees goes baseline, fall away, airballed it. Montgomery skies for the rebound, up to Webb. Webb will wait on his teammates. As the clock approaching 7:15. Montgomery calls it out. Left wing, Webb. Webb just cannot get free for a shot. But there he does.
Great pass there on a give and go from Patterson to Webb.
Now trying to get back defensively. Mayberry's going to pick up the foul. That will be the third on Elisha Mayberry. Team 6th. Taylor will be at the line. 71% shooter on the season. He's got 2 free throws coming. Chance to separate himself from Selman as the leading scorer for the Skyhawks. Lefty rattles that one in. Mayberry will take a seat with 3 fouls, and then Dombey back in. Missed it. Patterson trying to get the rebound, able to do it. And Mendez hit the deck hard. I think he might have stepped. Coach Deere upset, thought Patterson smacked him in the face or something, but Mendez went flying. It was just a basketball play on the rebound. Patterson tipped it up, and both of them were battling. So as they attend to Mendez, we'll take a break here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, Mendez is helped up to his feet. He's still in the ball game, and did hear some fans nearby say, well, that's one way to get a timeout, I guess, because Coach Deere got to huddle up with the other 4 players, and so did Coach Ray Stone. Patterson now with the ball. High post, it goes to Montgomery. Patterson to Webb. Back out front, it comes to Montgomery. Montgomery backs it up. 8 to shoot. Trying to go all the way in. Feed out to West. West is going to take the 3. Missed it. And Webb was just too early on the timing to get the rebound. Now Selman layup missed. Mendez gets the rebound. His putback no good. Montgomery gets the rebound, and he's tied up with Selman, who's going to pick up his 2nd foul. 6:19 to play in this ball game. Wesleyan leading at 54-36. Looking to get their 7th win on the season. Close out the home portion of the first half of the season. They'll have some games over the rest of December, but all of them on the road. Montgomery at the line. First trip there tonight. Missed the front end. They're going to say a lane violation, I guess, on Ty Patterson.
I think they kind of got him for initiating the point player kind of go in there. So they kind of waited off of that.
Now a 3 from Mendez in the near corner, no good. Taylor gets the rebound, kicks it out to Rees. Rees drills another 3. He's got a couple. 54-39, 6 to play. 15-point game. Patterson with it out front. You got Cam Montgomery, one of the guards, posted up at the high post. He gets it. Back out to Patterson. Patterson dribbles into the lane. Long floater, no good. And Dombey getting the rebound. It rolls out to Peyton West. He takes the 3. Missed it. Patterson chases it down. Wesleyan will fresh 20 here. They'll back it up and bleed some clock. 5.5 to go. Up by 15. Webb with control of it. Now West. He's open if he wants it. 4 feet behind the line. Taylor picks his pocket, and then Webb picks his pocket. Jonathan Webb misses the lay-in on the right side. Patterson had really cleared the lane for him, thought he was going to dunk it, and now Mendez is going to turn it over.
I think he got a little too excited, thought, should I go up there and dunk it? And then I kind of at the last seconds like, just do the layup.
And I see him limping out. There was a play a minute ago where he went to get the rebound and timed it wrong and almost got tangled up. And so I'm wondering if maybe that played into his thought too, is he really wants to dunk it, but he doesn't know if he can get off of that foot right there. So he comes out of the game into the corner. Ray Tyler in for him. West and Montgomery just playing keep away. 2-3 zone being shown by the Skyhawks, and the ball will go out of bounds to the Bulldogs. Webb stretching out over there in the corner, so good to see him at least putting weight on it. 4:45 to play. Ray Tyler near corner, shot clock at 5. And Dombey with the screen. Ray Tyler's got to force a shot somehow. Fade away at the buzzer. Doesn't get it, but the putback by Patterson doesn't fall either. And now an easy lay-in on the fast break. Ayuris Muhammad Tajaj. Wesleyan has got to find some life here. Lead down to 13. Again, they led by as many as 21 at the 10-minute mark.
Patterson had Mumbai right wide open into the net, just missed him.
Ray Tyler far side, he wanted the three, but he'll pass it up. Left open. Montgomery goes inside and now dishes over to Ray Tyler. Tyler missed the three, and Taylor's going to tip that one out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Bulldogs, 20 to shoot on the shot clock reset. Inbounds comes to Patterson. Fade away jumper, no good. Dombey battles Selman for the rebound, but Selman comes out victorious. Drops it back. Layup no good, and Selman gets shoved on the, well, they're going to say it went out of bounds off of Selman. Bulldogs catch a break on that one.
I believe number 31. I'm not going to try to say his name.
Muhammad Mataj, I think is how you pronounce it.
He touched it out of bounds. Is what
Gotcha.
happened.
Okay. Good eye on that one. A couple other subs coming in. Kenton still back into the game. So it'll be Wesleyan's ball, 94 feet to go, 3:41 to play. A 13-point game. Far side, Peyton West with it. Guarded closely by Mendez. Mendez knocks it out of bounds. 18 seconds on the shot clock. West the kid in to Ray Tyler to Montgomery. Wesleyan just playing keep away right now. Patterson on the far. 12-point game. Patterson has it deflected out of bounds. Double teamed by Selman and Rees right there. It'll be Peyton West to key it in, side out of bounds. Ray Tyler out front with it, guarded by Steele. Peyton West back to Montgomery, skip pass down low to Ray Tyler. Scott to get it, now West. Three-pointer, no good. Coming away with it is Rees. Kick ball, well, thought Cam Montgomery kicked it. Now they're going to get a blocking foul on Peyton West. His second, team 7th. So Kenton still 100% on the season will step at the line. Still makes the first one. They could cut this down to almost a 10-point game right here. He misses the second one. And Dombey with the rebound, clears it out to Montgomery. And it's almost, when you start playing conservatively, start seeing more missed opportunities. And so Wesleyan just trying to play keep away. Montgomery, nice little touch pass down to Patterson on the baseline.
And that's the big issue with having this big of a lead and such. You want to run the clock out, but with doing that, you kind of limit yourself offensively.
They're going to count this bucket by Selman. And West is going to pick up his third for the Bulldogs. 1:47 to play, an 11-point game. Taylor back into the ball game. It'll be Selman at the line. First trip there today. Chance to make it a 10-point game here. And he does just that. 58-48. Wesleyan did make the keep-away game look more impressive the last trip down. See if they can do it again. Near corner, they got Cam Montgomery. He's got it. Out back, or out front it comes. Ray Tyler with it. 90 seconds to play. 10-point game. High post feed to Montgomery. Over to Ray Tyler. Deeper into the corner. It goes to West. Ball's deflected. Montgomery gets it. Feed over to Ndambi. Goes up strong, but missed it. Rebound comes down to Mendez. Montgomery still down. Rees in transition. Euro step in the lane. He's going to get fouled. And West or Patterson is going to pick up the foul. That one's going to be the fourth on West. Cam Montgomery still down back here. Both teams in the bonus. Now Montgomery's up.
On that last possession, you probably, Peyton West had a wide open three look right there. He probably should have pulled the trigger on that one instead of looking for a pass.
Mayberry will check in for Montgomery. Rees at the line. He'll get 2 shots. Chance to cut it to single digits. It's not been that low since it was 21-13. With 6:19 to play in the first half. He does cut it down to 9. He has 8 points at that point, and he can match that. And he missed it. Patterson gets the rebound. West has it, back to Patterson. They've got to move it down the floor instead of back and forth. Bounce pass over to Ray Tyler across midcourt, so they avoid the 10 seconds. Clock under a minute now. 9-point lead for the Bulldogs. Point not really pressuring them like they had been.
I'm kind of surprised they're not fouling.
Now feed near corner, Mayberry. They're going to get a walk on Mayberry.
I guess that's why you don't foul.
Okay. And Ndambi had hit the deck trying to post up. And I thought they were calling an offensive foul on him, even though he hit the floor on hooking somebody, but they called a travel on Mayberry. So 44.4 to go with a 9-point lead for the Bulldogs. Selman pushing the pace up the floor. Fake the handoff. Now Taylor has it. Taylor goes up strong and converts it. And this one coming eerily too close for the Bulldogs here. 7-point lead. West gets fouled by Selman. That's his third. 1-on-1 opportunity coming for the Bulldogs. Peyton West is going to dry his hand off before he goes and takes these free throws. I don't blame him.
Hey, if it helps the ball go in,
yep,
I'm all for it.
He's looking to get into double figures if he can knock down the first one here. He's at 9. 3 rebounds, 2 assists as well. Patterson and Montgomery leading the Bulldogs with 13 apiece. West does convert that one. That's a big free throw. 59-51. There will be a 4.5-second differential in game and shot clock. Both free throws good. Back to the 9-point game. Selman with it up the floor. Going in there, tied up by Mayberry, and they couldn't get the whistle, and that's probably a good no call. Mendez is going to foul that one. Third on him. Selman got tied up on that one, and I think that was probably one of the best no calls we've seen all night.
Yeah, I know he wants that foul, but
Mayberry had his hand on the ball.
Yeah, I don't think it was a foul at all.
Mayberry steps to the line. It's been a quiet night for him, but he's got his third point there, and a big free throw puts it above double digits again. And he gets both of them. 22.6 seconds remain between Wesleyan and their 7th win. Mendez takes a big three. Patterson gets another rebound. And they're going to clear it out and let this one go. No foul coming, at least. That doesn't seem to be the case with 4 seconds ticking away. And the Bulldogs get tested down the stretch. They watch a big second half lead of 21 dwindle down to 9, but then they knock down the free throws here down the stretch to come away victorious by 11, 62-51. Bulldogs go to 7-1 overall, 6-1 in the conference, 5-0 here at James L. Robb, and they get back into the win column. The Skyhawks dropped to 4-6, 4-4 in the conference, 0-4 on the road, and they drop back into the losing column. So that will tell you the final score, 62-51. We'll stick around here for a few minutes, grab some final game stats, and Coach Ray Stone will join us for a post-game interview here on the Bulldog Digital Network. We'll be right back. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, where the Bulldogs earned the split on the night with Point University, as the women had lost earlier, but the men come out victorious by 11, 62-51. And they do it behind Ty Patterson and Cameron Montgomery, both with 13 points apiece. Ty Patterson 1 rebound shy of a double-double, added 1 assist. He was 6 of 14 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Montgomery was 5 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 4 behind the arc. 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Peyton West added 11 points for the Bulldogs, 4 of 11 shooting, 1 of 6 behind the arc. Perfect 2 of 2 from the line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Then a pair at 7 points apiece, that would be Kobe Pride and Jonathan Webb. Both of them knocking down 3 shots from the floor. 1 of those from Webb was behind the arc. Pride ends with 6 rebounds. Webb gets 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Ray Tyler with 5 points, 2 of 8 shooting, 1 behind the arc. 4 rebounds, 2 assists. 4 points by Elisha Mayberry, 2 of 2 from the line. 7 rebounds, 2 assists. 2 points by Emmanuel Ndambi, 6 rebounds for him as well. And big quality minutes for him as Ray Stone's making his way. Sam Rees ends up in double figures, 10 points for the Skyhawks with 4 rebounds as he knocked down 3 3-pointers all in the second half. 9 points by Gentral Taylor and R.J. Selman. Taylor also had 9 rebounds. That's your individual scoring. For the team stats, Wesleyan shoots 38.5%, 25 of 65 from the field. 28%, 28.6, 18 of 63. Behind the arc, Wesleyan holds a small advantage there, 23%, 6 of 22. 4 of 16, 25% for the Skyhawks. Free throws, Wesleyan, it's one area that I know Coach Stone will talk about, or we've talked about numerous times, is they've got to improve. Point wins the advantage there, 11 of 18 for 61%. Wesleyan 6 of 11, 54%. Wesleyan wins a turnover battle by 2, 12 to 14. That's something that Wesleyan under their season average, so that's good on that one. They did convert 10 points off of the 14 turnovers by point, 6 points off of Wesleyan's 12 turnovers. They do get out rebounded by 1, 45 for point, 15 offensive, 30 defensive. Wesleyan has 11 offensive, 33 defensive rebounds. Wesleyan assisting 10 times on 25 made buckets, only 7 times of 18 made shots by point, 3 blocks for point, 5 for Wesleyan, 6 steals for the Bulldogs, 5 for Point University.